Confused over that video right there? Well, I only shared the links with you. Now I'm going to give you the full tutorial, and it's going to go a little something like this. Let's go. Okay, so say you have some corrupted files or something just isn't working right on your PlayStation Vita. I'm going to show you guys how to do a system reboot or a system restore and totally wipe out your PlayStation Vita so we could just start completely fresh and all over. Now, I can't go all the way through the steps because I will lose all my contact with you guys right here, showing you guys on the screen, okay? But what you want to do is go into your settings, wherever your settings may be on your PlayStation Vita, go in there, go ahead and start the application, and you're going to scroll all the way down to where you see Format. We're going to go to Format, you're going to go to Restore this system. So you will press X on that, and you'll go over to Restore, and you'll just press X, and it'll go through all the steps. Now, bear in mind that it's going to take some time to do the system restore, and you'll have to set everything all up over again. If it gives you the option to not sign into the PlayStation Network, do not, absolutely do not sign into a PlayStation or create a PlayStation account. If you do, that's okay. We can actually go back and downgrade your system to what we need to do for the Henkaku jailbreak. So if you have made it this far, then you have successfully restored your PlayStation Vita back to manufacturing or factory settings, okay? So once you get in here, as you can see, I've already connected my PlayStation Vita to my network. And make sure, again, that you are on the 2.4 gigahertz, okay, frequency in order to do that. Now I'm going to show you something else that you may want to consider. Since we're going to be downloading a lot of applications when it comes to the jailbroken system, as you can see, I've already done one bubble, and I'm going to show you guys, teach you guys how to do that just briefly, because you may not even know, especially if this is your first time ever being on the PlayStation Vita. All right, so as you can see, I got Sony apps already in one bubble. We're going to do the exact same thing with the next bubble, okay? So what you want to do is just click on any one of these, and you're going to hold it until it turns this way. Then you're going to press those three dots on whatever one that you have actually chosen, and then you're going to hit create folder, and then we can name that folder. So we're going to click on that again, and I can go all the way up to the top and just touch screen that, and we're going to clear this out and then just press enter. All right, and there it's saved. So now we can back out of here, and we can basically just take every single one of these and drag them into that same bubble that we just created. So there you go. And now we can take this, hold it down, and we're going to slide this on over here. And then just hit the back arrow and you back totally out of it. So now we have a nice clean screen. We can keep our Sony stuff off to one side. You would keep your jailbroken stuff off to the other side. All right, let's keep going. So once you have everything set up and organized the way that you want it to show on your PlayStation Vita home screen, you're going to go into settings, and then you're going to go down to system, and then you're going to go into system information. Now, as long as you have 3.65 or higher, we are good to go with this next jailbreak process, okay? So double check that and make sure your system is on there. If not, then you want to do an update, which should be also right here in your system settings. Do not create an account through the PlayStation. The next step we want to take is I had to, basically, since I'm doing this with you guys, I've had to take my camera and literally focus it on top of my PlayStation Vita just so you guys can follow along and see this, because I don't have the application just yet to where I can stream this in OBS and be able to show you guys this way. So after you've had the upgrade done and you have 3.65 firmware or higher, then we are ready to get into the browser and start the download process for Henkaku, which is VitaDeploy and Vita Shell we have to install onto your PlayStation Vita. I'm going to show you guys how right now, okay? So go to your web browser, which is wherever you place it on your PlayStation Vita. There's the icon, and we're going to go to the next step. Go to your address bar, and you're going to type in the following address. We're going to go to unlock my Vita. You're You're going to go to unlock. It may be possible that you may have to restart this type of web browser. So if you have to close out the web browser and relaunch it again, go ahead and do that, because you may have some difficulty jumping to this screen right away. So go ahead and close out your browser, open it back up. If you have to type in the same address, you'll just type in that same address and it should take you right here. But it should automatically take you here anyways, okay? So the next thing we want to do is you'll see install Henkaku. That's the first step we got to do. So we're going to go down, just hit down on your D-pad. Now, we could choose to install the VitaDeploy. You may have some complications with that. If that be the case, I'm going to show you what to do, because we may have to restart your PlayStation Vita in order to install the VitaDeploy. I'm going to show you where to do that next. If you are having issues installing VitaDeploy right after you have installed Henkaku, go into your settings, tap on settings and start it. And then you're going to go down to Henkaku settings. All right. You're going to press X on that. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. And that's where you see reboot device. But you want to make sure that enable PSN spoofing is checked. Enable unsafe homebrew is checked, and enable version spoofing is checked. And then you should have under your spoof version, this should say either 3.73, or you can change this. I'm going to hit the back and do 3.74. I'm going to press enter on that, and it will save. And we'll go back. And then when you're done, go down here to reboot device. Again, if VitaDeploy did not install for you and you've already done the reboot and run Henkaku again, and you come back to the website jailbreak.psvita.group, then you should be able to go down and choose install VitaDeploy and just go ahead and install that. Press X to continue. Once it's all done, go up to the exit and you could exit back out. You should see VitaDeploy on your PlayStation Vita, and we're going to go ahead and open that up. You're going to go down to install a different OS. And you're going to go to quick 3.65 install and just hit the X. This will take some time. I'm actually fast forwarding all this. Save time on the stream. What you want to do, once you get to this screen, press X to confirm. Wait the 20 seconds, press X again. It'll do a system update and it should reboot. After your reboot has been completed and you're back to your PlayStation Vita on your home screen, we're going to go back into the browser again. I've already got this saved. So we're going to go ahead and go to download.psvita.group. If you have issues with this actually opening, you'll just swipe out. I'll just show you right now. Swipe out of your browser, go back into your browser and open it back up. We're going to hit continue and then we're going to press OK. You should have another box open up just like that. And this is where you're going to see Quick App Downloader. So this is the very first step we need to take. So you just hit down on the D-pad, press X to start the installation, and you'll have that app. This is Quick App Downloader. You should have it bouncing around on your PlayStation Vita. So we're ready to start into this. This is where all the fun begins, guys. So as you can see, I've already got a few things already on here, and that's because I needed to be able to stream this back to my OBS so I could teach you guys even farther. So as you can see, the ones that I do have installed, if you don't have these installed yet, we're going to get to these, but you want to do the auto plugin too, and then the UXO to SD clone tool. And I'm going to teach you guys how to use these as well. And as you can see, we already have the VitaDeploy and the Vita shell already installed on our system. So we don't need to worry about those anymore. So now we want to go to Adrenaline and you just press the X. That installation has been completed. we're going to go down to, you could do the Adrenaline Bubble Manager. I'm not going to get into that, but that's how you can set certain games from your PlayStation 1. If you download any PlayStation 1s, it's going to be saved onto Adrenaline. You can create bubbles for those so they show up on your PlayStation Vita home screen, okay? But I don't get into that because I use the PKG-J a lot more than I do anything on the PlayStation 1 games. But if you choose to do that, then download the Adrenaline Bubble Manager. So we're going to go ahead and also download the PKG-J. All right, that's all totally done. So that is all you need for right now. Just make sure that you get the auto plug-in too. I will show you guys what to do with that. And the UXO to SD clone tool. And this is if you have an SD card already inserted in your PlayStation Vita, which I've told you guys before, I highly recommend. All right, so if you're totally done with everything for right now, you just press the circle button and exit out. And there you'll see Adrenaline installed, and I'm going to show you guys what to do when you first open up Adrenaline. We're going to go ahead and open up Adrenaline now and go ahead and get that finished. You have to choose the language and the time and set all that stuff up. So we're going to go through that right now. This can take some time, so just let it do its thing. And then you want to choose your language, choose your time, choose the area that you're in. Once you're done setting up your Adrenaline, we no longer need it right now. So you just double tap your home button, that's your PlayStation home button. You got to hit it twice in order to back out and get back to this screen. At that time, we can go up to the upper right-hand corner and drag it, slide it down. All right, next we're going to go back into VitaDeploy, and we're going to start that back up. And I'm going to show you guys how to format your SD card now. So what you want to do is, once it opens, go down to Miscellaneous, press the X, and then you're going to go down to Format Storage Device. You want to make sure everything looks good here. If you have the SD to Vita card installed, that's what it will tell you. Leave it on text fat right there. Select Format Target Storage, and you're going to press X and just wait for it to format. You'll get a window pop up when it is fully formatted. Go ahead and press OK, and your system should do a reboot. If it doesn't, go ahead and turn your PlayStation off and then back on again. Once your system has rebooted itself once again, then you're going to go into the UXO to SD clone tool and go ahead and open it. You're going to press X to continue. Press X for SD to Vita. Then press X again. It's going to reboot. You want to open the same application back up again. Press X to continue. And now this process will take some time. It's going to transfer everything from your PlayStation Vita over to your SD card that you have installed on your PlayStation Vita. You're going to press X again to reboot. There's a lot of reboots, guys. Congratulations, everyone. You have successfully, if you followed along, jailbroken your PlayStation Vita. You're ready to play all kinds of PlayStation games that they ever made for the PlayStation Vita, as well as PlayStation 1 and additional content. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more, and if you want more tutorials on how to use something, just comment below and let me know, hey, I want to see more of this or more of that. You can follow my previous video on how to use Adrenaline. I go through it step by step on what you should be checking and what you should do, okay? But the first thing I'm going to show you right now is the auto plug-in too. We're going to go ahead and start that application. So let's say, for example, you want to be able to stream this on your own channel to YouTube. Here's the first thing you need to do once you open this up. Go to Vita plugins, hit the X, and you're going to go to install plugins. Now you want to scroll all the way down. After you press the X, go all the way down to the bottom. Just hit down on the D-pad. You'll eventually get there. Now, here's the two we need to be concerned with right here. So depending on the PlayStation Vita that you have, whether it be the LCD or the OLED, it doesn't really matter. Even if you install the OLED, it will automatically default to the LCD, which I only have the 2000 model edition. So for me, it's going to be the LCD. What this does, this allows you to use the USB that comes with your PlayStation Vita and be able to synchronize it to your OBS system. If you need help in setting this up on your OBS, then comment below and let me know. Last thing I want to show you guys is the PKG application. So we're going to open that up and allow this to finish installing. So when you see that no items, try to refresh, you're going to hit the triangle button on your PlayStation Vita. So I'm going to go down here and press refresh, and it's going to refresh every single game for your PlayStation Vita. I don't believe it. We finally made it. All right. So when this is done, I'm going to give you a big long list. All right. So don't worry if you see this in Japanese. We can go right up here. And again, uncheck these filters and just keep it on USA. Just going to hit the triangle again to close it out. Here is every single game. You guys seen this on the previous video, but here's every single game you can download. So don't worry. You're like, oh, well, where does it go after it downloads? As long as you're downloading just from this list and not a PlayStation 1 game, then this will actually go onto your PlayStation Vita right at the home screen. So I'm going to start with something small. Let's just go with Oxyland. We're going to press X, hit install game. Sometimes you have to hit down on the D-pad. It's okay. And if we just exit out of here, close out, you're going to see in your upper right hand corner here, it is downloaded. And once it's finished, it's going to just show right up here in a bubble. And there it is. So now I can just tap on that game and it's ready to play. Now you're probably wondering, well, I want an old school PlayStation 1 game. So again, you just go back into PKG here, start that application, and we're going to hit the triangle button. And instead of having it on all the games, you're just going to go down to PS1 and you're going to press X. Here's all the games for the PlayStation 1. So you could scroll through here. There's 1,100 some games. We're going to hit X to install. Once you have completed installation of your game, you're probably going to wonder, where the heck did it go? So we're going to get out of here. Swipe that down and you're like, oh my gosh, it's not on my home screen. So remember, I told you that PlayStation 1 games, unless you create the Adrenaline Bubble Manager, it's going to be in Adrenaline. I don't like the Bubble Manager myself because for every single game, whether it be PSP or PlayStation 1 games that you download, you have to create a bubble for that yourself. And it's more of a pain for me than anything else. So if you want to know where that game went to, go into your Adrenaline, open it up. Once you're in here, it will be under your game. So make sure you're under game and you're going to go to your memory stick. There you'll see that you have Mega Man Legends. And now you can play it from Adrenaline. This to me is a lot easier than worrying about a bubble for every single game that you make. But that's up to you if you guys want to do a bubble and have it on your home screen. Totally optional. I just am not going to show you guys that because I think it's a pain. I'd rather come here and have all the list of my games. Just a reminder, don't forget, if you're done with Adrenaline, you got to double tap the PlayStation home button. So hit it twice, and then there you go. You'll be backed out of it, and then you can just swipe it and close that application. So I hope you guys have learned something today. I have taken my time and explained to you guys how easy it is to jailbreak your PlayStation Vita now without even using a PC. So as you can see, and if you followed along, we didn't use a PC for this whatsoever. And it's so much easier nowadays to do it this way than it ever was before. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you appreciate the tutorial, please give me a thumbs up for support. It lets me know that you guys really cared about this video and you learned something new today. So until next time, you guys take care, play your PlayStation Vita, play all the games that there is to play. Stay tough.